Welcome. Hola.
Shaka.
Hola.
Hello. Salut.
Hola.
Konnichiwa.
Ciao.
Hola.
Xin chào các bạn, chào mừng đến Etown College.
Welcome to Etown Everywhere podcast. I'm Nellie, your co-host. This is episode 30, the final episode of Etown Everywhere, a podcast featuring fun facts and friends from around the world. The show is brought to you by Elizabethtown College's Office of International Student Services.
Hello everyone, I'm your co-host Luke, and each week we have taken you on an adventure around the world. This week's featured place is Elizabethtown in Pennsylvania.
Here's some fast, fun, fantastic facts about Elizabethtown. There are two stories about the origin of the town's name. In one version, it is named after Elizabeth Reeby, wife of Michael Reeby, who sold the first building lot here in about 1795. Another version has it named after the wife of Captain Barnabas Hughes, who purchased the Black Bear Tavern in 1750. The officially accepted history is that in 1753, Captain Barnabas Hughes acquired land and laid out a town, naming it for his wife Elizabeth. The early settlers were primarily Scottish-Irish and Pennsylvania Dutch. Elizabethtown became a borough in 1827, and a railroad was built through the area in the 1830s. The town was primarily agricultural until the early 1900s, when Klein Chocolate Company, now part of Mars Inc., and several shoe factories, the last of which are closed in 1979, opened. Elizabethtown College was established in 1899, and the Masonic Homes, now the Masonic Village, followed in 1910.
Hearing about all those fantastic fast facts makes me want to move to Elizabethtown in Pennsylvania. The climate is diverse due to the multitude of geographic features found within the state of Pennsylvania. Straddling two major climate zones, the southeastern corner of Pennsylvania has the warmest climate.
Now let's hear about some more amazing facts about Elizabethtown in Pennsylvania and make ourselves more worldly people. After World War II, Elizabethtown grew rapidly, more than doubling its population between 1850 and 2000. Homes and businesses expanded into nearby farmland, preservation, and revitalizing the downtown area, important issues. The Kreider Shoe Manufacturing Company was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1980. As of the census of 2000, there were 11,887 people, 4,271 households, and 2,703 families residing in the borough.
Elizabethtown is served by an Amtrak station where all Keystone Service and Pennsylvanian trains stop. Bus service is provided by the Red Rose Transit Authority. Elizabethtown's sister city is Letterkenny, Ireland. The Pennsylvania Department of Corrections Training Academy is located in Mountjoy Township near Elizabethtown. Elizabethtown is home to Continental Press, White Oak Mills, an animal feed plant, Elizabethtown College, the Masonic Village, a large Mars Chocolate North America, a division of Mars Incorporated plant, and numerous small businesses. The Elizabethtown newspaper is called the Elizabethtown Advocate. Speaking of students from around the world and students in general, here are some wacky, worldly, wonderful words of wisdom for this week. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Coming back to information about this week's featured city, Elizabethtown in Pennsylvania, here are some famous people from Elizabethtown in Pennsylvania. Gene Garber, former relief pitcher in Major League Baseball. Paul Gottfried, president of H.L. Mencken Club, president of Elizabethtown College. Carl Schickwerda, Kirsty Serdahl, director of the Office of International Student Services. Luke Mackey, Etown Everywhere podcast co-host.
And Nellie Orozco, Etown Everywhere podcast co-host. Welcome to this Etown Everywhere news brief. In our featured place of Elizabethtown, the Etown Everywhere podcast is recording its final podcast and would like to thank its listeners for their continued support of the podcast. Okay everyone, it's time for your favorite part of the show. Drum roll please. the joke of the week.
Hey Luke, is it just me or does it smell like Updog in here?
What's up, dog?
Not much. What's up with you?
That was hilarious. Thank you for listening to Etown Everywhere, a podcast featuring fun facts and friends from around the world. The show is brought to you by Elizabethtown College's Office of International Student Services. Etown Everywhere was originally conceived jointly by WWEC 88.3 FM, The Sound of Elizabethtown, and the Office of International Student Services. If you would like additional information about this week's podcast, please contact the Office of International Student Services at oiss@etown.edu or at 717-361-1594. I had a lot of fun recording the podcast. My favorite memory from the podcast is being interviewed by Nellie about the Bahamas for the podcast. What was your favorite memory, Nellie?
I think in general, my favorite memory with, I don't know, just everyone who's come to speak on the podcast. I think it's been fun getting to hear people's stories and getting to know more people in the community through the podcast. And it's going to be something I'll remember forever. So it's all been fun. So thank you to everyone who's tuned in every week on iTunes to listen, and thank you. Bye everyone.